Trust, I think, is one of the most powerful forces in the universe. Because when it comes between relationships, business partners, loaning money, accepting money, it all has to do with trust. It may be a good example or a bad example. I don't want you guys to get any ideas because I know some of y'all are crazy out there. But cult leaders, people who can have so much influence and so much persuasion to make people pretty much do whatever they want to do. I've had friends that told me that they would be willing to do something very illegal for me. And I'm not saying that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it means that they trusted me a lot. And so anytime that you're doing any type of dealings with transactions or providing value for people, I believe that you should try to form a good connection of trust, good foundation of trust. Because when you lose trust, it's really hard to mend it back or to gain that trust back. Pretty much once the trust is broken, it's usually destroyed. That is why a lot of people in America, all over the world, that's why we don't really tend to trust our government, because we've been lied to. We don't trust our currency because you can just print more of it. There's no guarantee with a lot of things. That's why certain companies people like, because they have a money back guarantee or they have a lifetime guarantee. There's certain things that people have attributed trust to these different companies. So I would just say you have to just really watch out who you're paying attention to, who you give your trust to, who you give your attention to, really just like all your energy and focus, because that energy and focus could be, put back into yourself. You can put it towards somebody who's actually going to care and that's actually going to give you that trust back, who's gonna do right by your trust, and who's not gonna just take your trust and just like throw it out the window. It's honestly a way that I test who like my honorable and loyal friends are, because I don't mind loaning people money. Like, I don't really necessarily do it too much anymore, but if I see somebody's really in trouble, if they need help, and if they tell me that they're gonna pay me back, I expect them that they're gonna pay me back. And if they don't, I kind of just like, I just know I'm never gonna give that person money again. And that's kind of how credit works. It's kind of like when you have a credit card or you have a credit payment, they expect you to pay it back, and that's why they gave you more money. But if you don't pay it back, then it's gonna ding to your score and your credit, and they're just not gonna trust you with any more money. So it's pretty much, that's the basis of credit. Credit used to be just a way that people just know how trustworthy you were and how loyal you were. That's why you have a tab at restaurants. If you have a place that you go to and that you frequent a lot and you become one of the regulars, they're like, oh, I know I can trust John because John's gonna pay me, or John's gonna keep his word. So really, trust and keeping your word, it's really your word. If you can abide by who you are and what you say, then that is why people can trust you. That's why I really had to come up here and make this video. I know it seems like sometimes I'll be rambling, and sometimes I have my friend right here in the car, and she was just looking at me, and I was like, am I saying this right? Am I tripping? But no, like, I know that I'm saying the right thing, but sometimes you can kind of second guess yourself. But the reason why I had to make this video is because, if you guys have been noticing, I've been making videos every day so far. It's been 7 days, and today be the 8th day, and I'm doing a challenge to myself. I haven't told anybody about it, but I'm doing certain things for myself to, improve my life, and just to prove to myself that I can do it. Just like I told you guys, I saved the $10,000. I had the goal of the $10,000, and I did it. Just like how I wanted to gain weight, I ended up eating a lot, and I did it. So same thing with YouTube. I want to be a YouTuber. We're going to make 10,000 subscribers. I want you guys to be able to trust me that I'm going to make content for you. So I had to come up here and make this video. Even though it's 11:31 at night, I'm still making this video. I'm about to post it. I don't care if it's too late. I'm not going to make any excuse. And that's what you just have to tell yourself. You have to learn to trust yourself. If you can't trust nobody else, you got to learn to trust yourself. And I think that's one of the scary things that a lot of people go through in life, is that they make a lot of mistakes, and they do things that they're not proud of, and they aren't able to trust themselves. So you got to just do things where you're able to trust yourself, keep yourself accountable, and make sure that you are doing the right thing to yourself. If you got to go to the gym, go to the gym. If you tell somebody you're going to be a certain place at a certain time, do that. Do what you got to do. But you know what, you guys, we're gonna talk about this trust in another video. I'm gonna keep on talking about it, but I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. I'll talk to you later. Peace.